Good day, everyone. We do have right now with us Mr. Bernard Lapointe, President of Darien Resources. Mr. Lapointe, good day.
This is a pleasure.
I like your project. I said so, and I always say that anyway. I think we're we're inviting people that we like the project, and you're in the North Plan, so Jean Charest may be proud of you.
Maybe.
Has he visited you?
No.
No. He went in.
He knows me.
He went in Abitibi instead at the hydroelectric dam that has been done since a long time. I like to see him on the new projects like yours. So you have a nice project out there, a little bit complex because it's not something we're very much used with. How do we say how we say that? Phosphorus?
Yes.
Okay, phosphorus. So there aren't many phosphorus projects in Quebec, and you seems to be the biggest one.
Yes, we call that a phosphate project. Yeah, I think it's easier like that.
Okay.
Yes, it's probably the bigger project in Quebec, the biggest also in Canada. There is only one existing mine in Canada, Kapuskasing, Ontario, and this mine will close in 2 or 3 years.
The Agrium mine.
Yes, the Agrium mine. So we will be probably the next one with probably Sept-Îles also, who have another project. The same project than us, comparable.
Now that the pre-feasibility project is out, what's next?
Feasibility study. But what we are doing now, we are checking for another scenario. I mean, the pre-feasibility study was out with a 2 million ton per year production scenario. Okay. Now we are checking for a 3 million ton per year scenario. Of course, all the economic will be improved, but also because we continue to drill all the time, and always the resource increase, so we can increase the production and we can keep a 25 year of mine life.
So that includes two things. You have the calculated reserve up to date, and you are drilling some more to find more
extension, yes,
more rocks, and you're also looking at a process to recuperate a bigger percentage from the rock.
Yes, of course.
So all together, you think this could become a project of 3 million tons per year?
Yes.
Okay, for 25 years, so that's 75 million
ton of production, and we probably have more, but this is only at the exploration stage. So what we are talking about today is 443-101 rock.
Yeah.
So proven resources.
Yeah. And but you know, before, because I have been following mining and junior companies since so many years, and we know that it is tough going from a prospector to be a miner. It's a big difference. So in your case, what do you think is the number one scenario? Taking this project into a mine or selling the rocks to a big company?
The number one scenario, because you are right, we are a really junior exploration company, so we want to sell to a big producer, of course. So this is our number one scenario. But we are working for the resource, for the feasibility, for the social acceptability. We talk with people around, because we know if a big player want to buy the rock, he want to buy the social acceptability. He want to buy the permit. So what we are working for, we want to have a schedule, a permit. We will pass in front of the BAP for the hearing, the public hearing. So we are talking with big player, but these players know all these things. We are talking with the First Nation. So many people ask if we have some problem with First Nation. We don't have any problem with the First Nation.
But this is not uranium, this is phosphate.
I totally agree with you. I think for the social acceptability, it's better than uranium. You are right. Or schist gas or all these things.
Yeah, things that we don't need instead of something things that we need. We don't need gas. The gas is plunging. So until the time we need gas so much, so you have to take all gas in cracks everywhere. I think they should use the one that's available so far.
Yes, but when we make the exploration, we must take for the future. So we must know what we have.
I totally agree with you. I don't say that thing we don't need. I think this is something that we will need because the growing world population and everything calls for and less ground to cultivate. So they would need more and more chemical all the time.
This is why I love this project, because the market is very strong. The fertilizer market, I don't need to make the promotion of the fertilizer market. There is so much people on earth and they want to eat more meat and all these things. So the fertilizer production will always increase.
Look, I do have a stock here in front of me, potash. And look at this stock over the last 5 years, and you can see, you can look at a chart for the last 20 years if you want. You've never seen potash at a few cents. Potash is a big company, and potash is always needed and will always be needed. So that's why the potential is there. So with Agrium, we got the same call there. Agrium is worth even more now at $80. So and Agrium needs more rocks.
To feed the company.
So far, the only mine they have is Calpus casing. There's still a 3-year life, still I guess, on that mine. So you become a very big potential to be acquired by this company.
I agree with you. Even if they sign a contract with the Moroccan to, I think it's a 5 or a 6-year contract, because they really need feedstock. But 5 to 6 years, it's not long for Agrium.
No, but
they are always looking for new sources.
Do you think this project can compete very well with Maroc?
Of course, because we are here in North America, and this is the only place on Earth where there is a real deficit of production. If we think about China is a big consumer, but also a big producer. In India, do not produce at all, and it's a big consumer. But the North America, it's a big producer and also a big consumer.
And US,
but there is a deficit here of roughly 5 million tons a year.
Okay.
So if we enter the market with 3 million tons a year, it's not a catastrophe. You know, the market is there, and also the big player, name it, like Potash Corp, Agrium, Mosaic, they are all mostly vertically integrated. So they want to have their own feedstock.
So it's closer to get the rock. The rock is there
in North America.
In Northern America, there's no mill there. There's no process facilities. There's nothing over there yet. It's just ground and drill, and still even probably trees all over the plain. Okay, and but the material is there. So how feasible it is for a big company to buy your project and install themselves over there? Do they have everything they need? Do they have to construct railways? Whatever?
They have all, and this is part of our promotion. When the people come to visit the site, we show the road, because the road is there and is the very overload road, very wide load.
Oh yeah, so I can witness about that. I've been there.
This is a very big road.
They're very wide road made to transport a big logging truck. And,
yes. So the road is ready. The road is ready. The
power, train is in Lac Saint-Jean.
Yes, the power is close. I mean, there is a big Alcan power station. So it's only 35 kilometers from the mine site, so it's not far. So we just have to build a power line. So the train is there, of course, at Dolbeau. The train is there to join all the North America, and we are at 185 kilometers from a deep water port, Saguenay Port. So there, the very huge vessel can go there. So we have the sea very close to the mine.
Yeah. And I have some opinion about the whole thing. You know, the way I see the thing, it is really better if you guys are doing all of the reports and negotiation before selling anything to the big companies, because they expect less from you than they would from Agrium. If Mosaic or Agrium would come and buy the project right now, and then after that start negotiating with First Nation or everyone else, they're bigger, so they're gonna ask more. So I think it's easier for you to negotiate that, and then they acquire after.
I think the same, and I think these big players want me to be in the battlefront.
So they push you up front,
yes.
on the front line. Yeah.
Yes, but this is normal because we need to sell the rock, but we need to sell the permit.
And you also have hired two important persons from Agrium. And I heard earlier that you said, and we are missing one, and you have another one.
Yes, Mr. Regan. So we have a very nice selling team.
Mr. Regan used to have a...
Yes, it was the last president of PCS Phosphate. So
okay.
The PCS Phosphate is the phosphate arm of Potash Corp.
Okay.
We have the last Agrium vice president, Mr. DiBasio, and Jim Cawley, one senior representative.
So you have experience
from
and have the contacts also.
Yes.
So where's the match that's going to lit the whole thing?
So it's quite easy to see our plan. We want to have a top-level meeting with this big player because according to us, the acquirer, the acquirer is maybe Indian or Chinese. But the first bet, I think, this is a North American player. And there is Agrium, Mosaic, CF Industry, PCS. So there is roughly 5 to 6 big North American players.
So what's
and
missing?
They need feedstock.
So what's missing to see that stock jumping up?
We need to make promotion. And it's the same with this big player. They know a little bit about the Lac Apple, but you know, if you are based in Florida, where is Lac Saint John? This is close to the sea? No. But what we need to demonstrate, it's the sea is the Saguenay Fjord. So the sea is very close to the location, but for these people, this is not close to the sea. So when we make the promotion, we make the promotion of the region. The sea, the train, the people, the electricity, the beauty of the place. So after visiting the site, the people think a different way. So this is not easy to have the attention of these big players. It's not easy, but we will have the good meeting very soon with these guys. We already met some. So I think the next 6 months will be very interesting because we must work privately. We sign with these people and the agreement. It's all secret, you know. This is the way these big companies run.
Oh yes, of course. But I think all the elements are there. I think it's good. I think it's a project that's really worthwhile to be followed. We'll be watching you all the time. Thank you very much, Mr. Lapointe, for being with us. It was very interesting.
Welcome.